Greetings folks, Do It Proper here, bringing you yet another in my series. Folks, we're going to shoot a gun that we don't get a chance to shoot very often. Not this kind. This is one of these brace kind of pistol caliber carbines. This is a pistol, as a matter of fact. This is the Extar EP9. Greetings folks, Do It Proper here, bringing you yet another in my series. But folks, if you hear any background noise, we are recording from 14K Golden Pawn in Westland, Michigan, on the corner of Ford and Wayne Road. But what we have here is the Extar EP9. This is a rare opportunity to get our hands on one of these things because you don't see them everywhere. Not everybody has been reviewing them, and not everybody has been actually selling them. I've never even heard of them until I've been here at 14K Golden Pawn when they've introduced me to it. So what this is this is the EP9. This accepts Glock magazines. And right here we've got the 33 rounder, but it takes the 17 rounders and the 15 rounders and stuff like that. So it's not a rifle, this is a pistol, this is an arm brace. So this accepts Glock magazines, and it's very AR style. As you can see, here's the mag release over here. Here's the bolt release right here. Here's the charging handle. Safety right here. So this is very AR-like. I never thought that I would really enjoy a pistol like this. Maybe the CZ Scorpion, which, by the way, we're going to be drawing some comparisons to the Scorpion Evo 3 right here. For those of you who have one, who have heard of those, this is very similar. But you are going to find that cost is not very similar. This is a refreshing breakthrough for the market, in my opinion. So how we're going to do this review is we're first going to go into specifications, then we'll go into use, purpose, or application, ergonomics and sights, accuracy and performance, cost and aftermarket parts availability, and where to get it. Specifications. This shoots 9x19, but there's also going to be an EP45 and an EP10. The EP10 would be tempting, especially if you like to spend shitloads of money for ammunition. The EP10 would be great. 22.5 inches in length. It's 4.3 pounds, so it's not very heavy. The Evo Scorpion is only 5 pounds too, so they're both similar in weight. This is 4.3, Scorpion's 5 pounds. A magazine is included with this, and this is a blowback operated pistol. These optics here I put on for aesthetics, just for the purpose of having an optic on here while we're showing this off. But you can see that we've got a full length rail up here on top and one on the bottom for any other accessories that you might want to attach. Other lights and lasers, different hand grips and stuff like that. So this is pretty versatile. Use and purpose. That depends on who you are. This would be a great pistol type carbine to have beside your bed because it's not very long. You can get around corners and stuff like that much more easily. So you're much more maneuverable with something this size, and you're not restricted to just a handgun. This could have its purposes for defending your home. Definitely would be very useful, especially if you've got multiple attackers and a 30-round Glock magazine. 33, that is. Your applications are I think this would be good for law enforcement, or to just keep in your car. If you have a legal and safe way to keep this in your automobile, this might be a good car gun as well. Ergonomics and sights. Well, again, you can see that there's a full-length rail to attach sights. So sights are going to be whatever you decide you're going to put on it, right? And right here we've got diamonds on this one, but your choices are endless. And ergonomically, it does feel good in the hand. And you can see by shooting it that it's up close to your shoulder enough that you're actually comfortable shooting this, and the recoil is actually not too bad. The recoil is pretty manageable at this one, and ergonomically your mag release is right here, so it's just an index finger push. For some people, if you've got shorter hands, you may have to extend out, but the mag release is placed right within your reach right here, as well as the safety on this side. So the safety is easy to engage and disengage. I would imagine many people are going to grab it here, or you could take advantage of this brace and put one of those triangular hand sections right here. That would be something I would be tempted to do, just because I noticed with the Evo 3 that made things just a little bit more comfortable. So I kind of like that. The lightweight of this as well made it very easy to maneuver this gun. So ergonomically it was just fine. The operation of the Extar EP9 is just like your standard AR type of operation. The bolt open is right over here on this side on the left, right? Now I'm holding this in my right hand, but you guys know that I'm a left-handed rifle shooter, right-handed pistol shooter, though I was shooting it left-handed the whole time at the range. And the bolt release is right here, just like an AR, snaps into position and you're ready to go. The safety is easy to engage and disengage, right? And while we're disengaging the safety, let's do the trigger. The trigger, there is no take up right here. You can see that, no take up. And the reset, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell from this, but the reset, let's bring it up close for you reset queens. Wow. Let's do that again. Watch my finger. Oh, you didn't even see my finger move, did you? It moved about a 32nd of an inch and then back into position. So this is an outstanding trigger in this thing. I mean, wow. So the reset is so decisive that it was actually throwing my finger forward under normal shooting conditions. We had no reasons to be concerned with its performance. And again, the recoil for this is a blowback operated pistol, and so the recoil would be just as you would expect from a blowback operated gun. It was straight back. Not a whole lot of muzzle flip, and even if there was, you can see that there is a muzzle brake up here, sort of a slant style muzzle brake only across the top, which keeps muzzle flip down. So, and it was doing its job. Recoil for this gun was awesome, but this gun was very fun to shoot. I was indeed getting the bug for this thing. Uh-oh, I hate it when I get like this. Cost and aftermarket availability. Folks, the cost of this Extar EP9 is what's going to floor you. On the Extar site itself, it says $499. What? When you compare it to the Scorpion Evo 3, right, which is going to cost right around $800 or $900, you might want to opt for something like this. Now, the difference between this and the Evo 3 is definitely going to be build quality and how solid the Evo 3 is. And you can tell that you're shooting something much more substantial with the Evo 3. As you can see from some of the footage, we were also shooting the Evo 3 so that we could make these comparisons. But the Evo 3 is a very solid feeling gun. It's much more solid feeling than the Extar EP9. Now, that's not really taking anything away from the Extar EP9. That was a solid feeling gun as well. But the Evo 3, you could just definitely feel the difference, and you know that a company like CZ was making it. Not to mention the fact that the Evo 3's brace folds up out of the way. That's a great touch. So you also have the compactness of being able to dispense with the brace for now, or putting it back into position when you need it. So the Evo 3 has lots of advantages to it, but the EP9 is no slouch for anyone who's thinking about getting a pistol type of carbine but doesn't want to have to spend the Evo money. This could be just what the doctor ordered, especially for someone like me, okay? You guys know that budget is practically my middle name, so something like this would be just what the doctor ordered. It feels solid enough and everything, but again, you can tell the differences in performance between the Evo 3 and the EP9. So you've got two similar guns here, but the build qualities are different. The build expectations are different. So if you've got the $900 and you want to step up to something like the Evo 3, there's nothing wrong with that. The build quality, everything is reflected right here in this one right here. But the EP9 compares very favorably to the Evo. So if you are on a budget or you don't want to spend as much money for your carbine, this might be just good enough for you. It would be just good enough for me. Now, as far as aftermarket parts go for this, I am not sure who has aftermarket parts for the EP9. I would assume that Glock has your aftermarket magazines, and you could probably use aftermarket magazines for Glocks, though the site does recommend using only Glock magazines. Other aftermarket parts would be your sights and stuff that would fit on your rails. Other than that, I think anything else that is specific to or restricted to the EP9 you could find on their website. So this is it, folks. This is the Extar EP9. Where else could you get it? You could get it at 14K Golden Pawn in Westland, Michigan. They have it hanging up there on their wall right now, and they have this one on sale. So this is the Extar EP9. Go get yours, and go get your whole family one too. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm Too Improper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's tooimproper@gmail.com. Write and I will answer you, provided you're being polite about whatever it is you have to say. Always be polite. And if I've got the time. Thanks for watching, folks. God bless America, and keep on protecting your families, yourselves, your flag, its honor. It's always the right thing to do.
All right, so we're gonna run Hornady Critical Defense 115 grain. Let's see how it does with that. Should be just fine. I really like the way this thing feels.
Up next for budget defense, Magtex 124 grain jacketed hollow point. Good. Cycling well even for inexpensive ammo. PMC bronze. So final up with the CZ, we've got the F5 manufacturing 50 round all aluminum, really chunky drum. Nice easy feed action for loading it. This is a mixed bag of hollow points. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what grain, anything like that. This was just a random bag of hollow point 9mm we had laying around. So we're gonna see how the CZ handles a worst case scenario for defensive loads. Grab on the magazine, see if that goes ahead and throws her off. It does. Oop. Maybe that did it. That's empty. So we do have no bolt hold open on the drum. So that's one little niggler I'd like to go ahead and, not something I'm a fan of, but hey, thankfully CZ gives you your own bolt hold open.
So now we're gonna try the Glock 30 round magazine in this, and again, this is PMC bronze. But if we're gonna take inventory so far, we shot 6 hours Elite Performance B Crown, some Magtech jacketed hollow point. What else did we shoot?
Hornady Critical Defense.
Hornady Critical Defense, and we also shot Spear Lawman. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and give the Glock 33 round magazine a shot with this thing. So this should be fun. And mind you, the shooting that we're doing, it might be just a little bit better But we put this red dot on in haste, of course, and so what we're having to do is we're having to aim extreme 1 o'clock in order to hit the center, because this was obviously set for a different firearm. But without it, there's no other sight. So let's go ahead and give this thing a shot. And no laughing about my shitty shooting. Oh, safety. Okay, good reset. This has a really good reset. It's decisive. It almost throws your finger forward. I think that's fine if you're not expecting it. Should you get this firearm, the reset is definitely, it draws your finger forward too. So it's decisive. At least you know it's doing it. Work from here. Now I'm without a sight. And clear. So I should be able to go back and look at the footage and see what it looks like without a sight of any sort. That should be fun.